You are listening to the Kentucky X-Files Season 3 with your hosts Dennis Mays, Tyler Stewart, and Josh Gibbs. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also visit us at www.kyxfiles.com. And now, on to our show.
Welcome back, guys, to your Kentucky X-Files.
He did it.
I wasn't ready for it. I'm like, yeah. This almost didn't happen for me.
It fucking 20 minutes in, and actually more than that, because we had Ouija board conversation.
Yeah. Well, you
That
guys
was extra
watching,
creepy.
or actually everybody, if you were listening, you wouldn't have heard nothing from me. My camera and my mic and everything was like disabled, and nothing would work, and it's a mess. It's a mess. I'm pretty sure I was hacked.
Yeah, me and Tyler are on the show, and Denny's just a blank square.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to Tyler, and I get this, and I don't think Tyler even saw it at first because it went away, and I'm like, is he talking to us in banners?
And then, yeah.
And I'm like,
I had to be on the ball making those quick.
This feels like I'm talking to a Ouija board.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to be really quick making them. It's not easy. I'm trying to like relay information over. I was pretty resigned, thinking like, hey guys, you're gonna have to like do one without me. And I was gonna try to like listen in on what you guys were talking about and find stuff to like overlay and just try to like work behind the scenes the best I could to help
be
you.
an engineer. Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's not forget the last one here. The fact that you can't tell by looking at him right now, but he was, in fact,
Super pissed.
Super pissed.
Super pissed.
Look at the look in that guy's face. Bright crystal blue eyes,
Yeah.
big white bright smile. So mad. He's just so mad. Just so mad.
Yeah. It's funny because I'll go from happy to pissed. And you can tell because my smile gets more intense. So I'm like, oh, I'm all right, though. We're good. We're here. Fuck.
Tyler, how you feeling today? I know the last episode I'm pretty sure you were barely here. Weren't you sick?
Was that last episode?
Was it the last one, or was it the one before that when you were really sick?
I thought it was the one before.
Yeah,
it was 27.
Damn Modelo virus going around, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That special's nasty stuff.
Yeah, man. Did you guys hear any weird stuff this week? I heard a couple of things. One thing in particular, but once I open that can of worms, it's going to be a doozy.
Well, I definitely have an interesting news story. I don't know if I have enough time to paraphrase the entire article, seeing as how we only have an hour-long show.
Yeah.
But I'm going to fucking try.
Do you want me to type out the transcript as you speak so we could?
I mean, yeah. If you feel like you're throwing it into the banner, I'll talk slowly.
Okay.
We can have this here.
All right.
This is a USA Today article. Woman survives 5 days in the Australian bush, living off of wine and lollipops. Right? That's the headline. The entirety of the article is a police helicopter spotted a missing woman's car in a dense bushland in Australia before leading a local police van to her safely rescue her. The
That's
lady,
it, huh?
yeah, and lollipops, and lollipops.
Oh shit! I forgot that. Okay.
5 days in the Australian bush on wine and lollipops, and they give us
Yeah.
one fucking sentence of information.
No, nothing about like what she had to do.
Everything in Australia is trying to fucking kill you.
Can you imagine how many dog men she saw? Fucking yeah. Sorry, dogman guys. Sorry, Vic. Yeah, I don't know. You would think that after surviving 5 days in the Australian wilderness, like probably one of the nastiest wildernesses out there, on wine and lollipops, which I got to give her some points on style. Like,
Right.
if you're stuck out there, but you got wine and some lollipops, I mean, you do what you got to do, right?
How the fuck do you ration lollipops in the Australian outback?
That's
When-
not. They give us no details, though. I mean,
The ants are trying to kill you. You know what I mean? Like just opening
Yeah.
the lollipop would be dangerous.
what if like she didn't realize that she was even lost? What if she was just hanging out eating lollipops and just fucking down in wine the whole time?
Like this was just like, the
Yeah.
hell you rescuing me from? This is my weekend off.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh my god, we found you! Thank God!" And she's like, "The fuck are you guys?" You know?
What are you doing in my house?
She just wandered off.
Yeah.
How much wine did she bring to the outback with her?
Yeah. And the crappy thing is, like, alcohol is supposed to dehydrate you too. It's supposed to speed up the process of dehydration.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
So, man, you had like
He was probably
just-
fucking tanked.
if I get my meat horn out, I can go through a bottle of wine in 2 glasses. How
I
much
better-
wine did she bring with her to survive for 5 days?
I'm just saying.
Is this going to be a way we calculate? I mean, yeah,
I just wanted to make sure. So, because sometimes on the audio, you know what I mean?
that's fair. That's fair.
It's mead
yeah.
with a D.
Yeah.
Okay. We're keeping this PG.
Yeah. All right. Yep.
meat and lollipops?
It's mead. I don't want to take it any further. I'm sorry.
That's fair. Yeah, I actually have the it looks like the video of it. I could probably
God, if she isn't falling down fucking truck, dude, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
I haven't even watched it yet. So we're gonna watch it together. All
I'm
right.
excited. Yeah.
All right. So let me share my screen. All right. You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. If I can find my, you guys get to see my cursor get all wonky. All right. So here we go with a probably $300,000 police helicopter. Right. And there's a road. Yeah. She's lit. Yeah, man. Look at, yeah.
Yeah, helicopter.
Look at that bag. I wonder if that's all wine.
Yeah,
Oh
she
my
looks like
God.
she has like a Walmart, like one of those Walmart bags, reusable bags.
Look at him. He was like, "We wonder where the hell you were." I've been having the best time.
Oh, look, yeah.
Help me walk. Yeah.
Can I drive?
She's tanked. She is tanked. Good for her. Good for her. I mean, all jokes aside, it's probably great. I mean, it's awesome she got rescued. I mean, that doesn't happen. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Pretty sure Julian Sands is still missing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always going to be that, like, God, I hope he just walks out of the fucking mountains. Like, guys, he's got a beard like down to here, dude, and he's like, you know, I hope for that. I really
just-
do.
Just walk
Right.
into the local convenience store, pulls a lollipop, and takes a swig of wine.
I want to know what this wine
Lifesavers.
is.
Yeah.
You know, But yeah, dude, it's good that she got rescued. I mean,
Oh yeah, I'm happy for it. You know, that's the reason I was, I'm okay with making light of it because
yeah,
she was
she
obviously
survived.
fine. She's lit.
Yeah,
She's fucking tanked.
I mean, 5 days on nothing but wine and lollipops, dude. I'm sure she's still drunk right now,
And
wherever
she's
she is.
probably fucking diabetic by now from all the sugar.
Oh, it's awesome.
All right, so I got to follow it up with something cool. So let me get my
right.
news out of the way. We'll see if Tyler's got anything, and then we'll let Denny go on his tirade.
Yeah.
All right. So what I have is pretty neat. I'm going to show you guys here. It is a 4K view of Neptune.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So
I don't think anybody's ever got Neptune in high definition before, right?
not that I'm aware of. So, all right. I'll bring this up full screen and make it big so you guys can see it. Is it making it bigger on your screen when I go full screen?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
There we go. What?
Is
Wow.
that not gorgeous?
That's actually Neptune right now.
That is Neptune.
That is so cool. Look at that, man.
Right?
What a sight.
It has a ring?
Yeah.
How insignificant are we?
Oh, we are.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Earth is a pretty planet. But let's face it.
I tell you what, man.
My Earth ain't got shit on Neptune.
I'm going to hold comment on that, how insignificant we are, until after I tell you guys what I was learning about, because what a fucking view, though, man. That is
right.
God, that is awesome, man.
Yeah,
that James Webb telescope, dude.
And thank you, space.com, for providing this video. You guys can head over there and see that there.
I think I'm gonna head over and take a look.
If you're not watching watching us on YouTube.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Sorry for the late upload last episode, guys. Apparently YouTube decided to do an extra long check on our video to make sure we were behaving.
Well, this one's definitely not going to pass.
No.
Man, I tell you what, your new light and camera angles and Tyler's high-speed internet and camera angles is making me feel like I'm kind of sitting in the dark here.
It is a little dark on your end.
Yeah.
When you went full screen on the video, man, like you almost disappeared. Like I could still see you moving, but I
get some spooky story stuff going on here.
Scary, Josh.
The camera, your camera light.
That's what it is. Is your beard's blocking out most of the light in the room?
No, that's
buddy.
the
Oh, the little light on the mix on the rack.
On the rack, yeah. The two lights on the rack.
Ah,
but I'm limited to side lighting.
Yeah,
you know, it brings out all the definition.
Well,
like, dude, you're chiseled.
I got a new light going. This is going to be a completely shameless plug, by the way. I started doing something for fun. Where I started, like, I sit here a lot and I'll play my guitar and I'll work on music and stuff. I started doing these little videos for fun, and I made another YouTube channel, and I'm actually kind of surprised at the feedback I've been getting. So you can check that out. It's just DTM Music. I'll put a link up for it, but it's one of them deals where it's like I was already doing it, kind of like our conversations, how we talk about all this shit. Like Tyler said the other day, he's like, dude, it's like your life philosophy, man. Like, we were already doing it. Might as well, you know?
Might as well just shove a camera in my face and
so
put it on the internet.
Right.
You get to watch me succeed, and you get to watch me fuck up. And
I mean, this is legit the shit we talk about after band practice.
Yeah.
You know,
that's another thing, man. I really do want to get the band stuff, like get that YouTube channel going. You guys out there need to see that, because it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's gonna be really cool. I'm gonna take the GoPros over Saturday and get some film.
Yeah,
some footage.
My backdrop, which some people may think it's the green screen, but it truthfully isn't. It's That's real
He's
instruments.
actually there.
I'm actually here. Just like Tyler. I'm exactly where I say I am in my background.
Yeah,
That
Tyler's
guy-
actually in the woods.
That guy's changing.
Yep.
So
I can't wait to see it. It's gonna be so
yeah.
cool.
Especially with these two black beauties,
Yeah.
you know, sitting in front of it. Oh, it's gonna be cool.
Something I really this is while we're on this subject is something I wanted to ask the listeners. I really wanted to get on here one night with you guys and take a step away from our normal topics and get on here and talk music one night and do an episode about songs we dig and stuff like that and just send it out. You know what I mean? And I would love to hear like some of the stuff that our listeners are listening to,
Oh yeah.
you know, and just like,
Like the old way people discovered music before the internet.
yeah, we just
Yeah.
tell each other about bands that we really love, you know.
Yeah.
I would really like to do that in the future. If you guys think that'd be fun, man, let us know. You know?
You talking about like tape trading?
Fuck yeah, dude. Tape trading was the shit.
Like you had a pen pal and stuff, and you just started like
Nowadays, dude, it's gone. It's
That-
like
that
Yeah.
left. I was on the like I was just born when that was starting to like kind of fade out.
I wonder if we could I wonder if we could do it on a stream.
oh, that'd be awesome, man.
It'd be cool, like
Yeah.
to like plan a stream that way people actually show up instead of surprise. It was live, like we do every year for our
Yeah.
end of season.
You think we're gonna fool them this year with it?
But
By going live without saying anything?
like maybe
We're so good at planning stuff. Guys, we don't even
so
know.
good.
We're just like
But yeah.
super good at it.
I wonder like how many spankings we'd get from YouTube if like we got on a live stream and like I had people send a link to me. Can we even do that? Can you open another link while you're on streaming? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too hard about it.
You know what my philosophy is on that, especially in regards to YouTube, is I'd rather apologize than ask permission.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it'd
mean,
be a lot of fun, you know, just to
We just need to make it like a react channel. Because, you know, you can react to anything and play the entirety of the song as long as you go
right. That'd be so cool.
in the corner of the screen while you're playing it, you know,
Yeah.
and pause it and make completely incoherent comments about the music.
Yeah, it'd be fun
Yeah.
as hell. I think
Like
we
what-
should.
Like
I
when
think we
people are like, have you ever seen these where it's like, you know, so and so's first time ever hearing Pantera, you know, like,
Yeah.
are you kidding me? You never heard Walk.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I don't. Dude, they can't sell me on that one anymore. There's no way
Yeah.
at this point in the world that there's a single person out there that hasn't heard Walk.
Yeah. Or the people that are like hearing Metallica for the first time that are
Yeah,
like
like give me a
over-
break, man.
that are over
Yeah,
35.
There's
you
no
know.
way.
Yeah.
Just no way. So, I think it'd be a lot of fun. I think we'd have a good time, and you know what? It would be nice because some of the topics we talk about are out there. They're crazy, unexplained stuff. You know what I mean? And it would be fun to just be like, okay, let's push this back for a second and just have a fun night, just bullshitting. You know, I think it'd be
Yeah.
a good time. So, having said that, do you guys have anything else you wanted to throw out there? Because I want to lay this thing on you.
Wine, lollipops, and Neptune. That's my wild news for the day.
I had this one that I was going to throw out there a while back, It's just an odd thing. I can't find the actual link to it anymore, but I left a picture in StreamYard here. Okay. This I don't know, like, okay, can I ask you guys, what do you think this is? This animal. What is it?
That's a bale.
That's a bar.
Are you positive?
That's a pumpkin eating bar.
Yeah, that's looks like a
Okay.
bear. I mean,
Apparently, for 2 years, a family thought this was a dog, and they were raising it for 2 years.
what? Like they had it in their house?
Yep, they raised it for 2 years,
So
thinking that it was a dog.
okay, so I don't want to be insensitive, But is there like a qualifying adjective we're missing? Like a blind family raised it as a dog?
Nope. Healthy family. Just
I could.
like I said, I really wish I could find the link that I thought I saved it somewhere, but I can't find it.
Like,
But
what kind of dog did they think it was?
one of those big fuckers. That's
Yes,
what they
big old,
just thought. Big old,
probably
old dog.
extremely hungry dog, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I mean, if an old lady that her eyesight isn't so good, or an old man whose eyesight isn't so good, maybe he starts feeding a raccoon or something, thinking it's a cat. I could probably let that one slip. But a family and a bear, and they thought it was a dog.
So when you let the dog out to pee and it climbs the tree, like I had a dog that would climb trees, but it was more like a run up the tree type thing than like climb it like a linesman.
Dad,
You think maybe that would have been a dead giveaway?
the dog is trying to get to that beehive.
What I want to know is like, they have family friends. Like they're unless they're unless they're so secluded that like nobody ever comes to their house. Somebody had to have been like, hey man.
Right? You would think somebody would be like, hey man, I wanted to talk to you about your dog. He probably was like, oh my God, did he get in your yard? I'm so sorry.
No. Your fucking dog's a bear.
That's a bear.
Yeah. That's not a dog.
Imagine if his bear actually was going to the neighbor's yard to take a shit every day. And it was just like massive fucking bear pile. And the neighbor's like, are you fucking kidding me right now with this? That's like, this is crazy. I thought my story was going to be the craziest one. Damn.
I mean, you beat lollipops and wine in the Outback.
Bears and lollipops. Can't make this shit up. It's amazing. It's amazing. I love it. Love everything about it. That's why the world is a great place. The world is a special place. And it's mostly because of the people in it that make it exciting. So speaking of that very thing, life as we know it. We say that all the time, right? We use it as examples. Everybody used it, from NASA to engineers, science, NASA, like all these different places, NASA. And the reason I keep bringing up NASA is because this kind of affects them too. So I was reading and looking into the subject of, so a while back, I told you guys I read about how these physicists had come up with calculations to calculate other universes, right? That the possibility is that the universes are each like bubbles. You guys follow that? Like, say this one's our universe, and then there's other ones, and at some point they may have kind of like bumped into each other. They don't really know exactly what happened at the beginning. We assume a big bang happened, something that caused everything to expand.
And who's saying this?
I mean, I'm just saying it. Yeah, NASA. So we assume that, and lollipops. we assume that a big bang happened, and it's the best we got right now. It's the big bang started it all. It's
Right.
always expanding. Everything's cool. Okay, so the part that they never finish talking about, they always say like, the mathematical equations and all that, they all lead to multiple universes. No matter how you do the math, it always leads back to multiple universes. There's no way it's just one universe. And then they stopped talking about it, and I found out why. And it's fucking depressing. And the reason why is because no matter how they do the math, those other universes cannot support life. Not even a little bit of life. And it's because those other universes do not have bonded electrons and protons. No matter how they try to work it out. They cannot figure that another universe has charged and bonded, protons and mass, kind of hovering together. Like, it's basically like saying that that thing that kicked it all off, that charged all these electrons and protons, right? Probably didn't happen in these other universes. Right. And when I say universe in this sense, this is like the science version of the word, not like Marvel. I'm not talking like there's just us in this other universe. I'm talking it's another universe sitting next to ours, And then they started to go on with, if you take all the life that we know of, which is here, and you say that each planet has, you could take this down. You could actually be really, really stingy with this, right? You could take it all the way down to 2.3 planets, right? So I'll say 2, maybe 3 planets on every star out there. You still come up with 10,000 planets possible that could support life, right? And if you keep going with the equation, you could say that probably 2 to 3,000 of those planets have some kind of life on them. But the only reason they do is because of the way molecules work. The molecules were charged by something. Something spun them and got them going. They weren't before. We know that because, like, antimatter in dark energy doesn't react with them very well. They can do like a particle acceleration, right? Where they got the colliders and all that shit. Dude, antimatter literally ignores it. It is not affected whatsoever. You cannot interact matter with it. It pretty much anything that matter gets drawn to, antimatter is like, it doesn't work. So they started to figure it out that the universe out there is over 80% dark matter. And if you really look at that, and that's an estimate, that's the best guess they have, 80% at least. Dark energy makes up the next 10%, at least. Actual carbon-based things, dude, we're so far down on the percentage scale of the universe that when somebody says, like, well, life is precious, you're fucking A right, it is. Because it probably doesn't happen as often as we'd like to think. Not impossible, just not every single planet is, got some dudes sitting here telling you about shit that they heard about. You know what I mean?
Talking about the next solar system over, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's do a little qualifying on your story, because I want to make sure that I have the nomenclature right. And I feel like I do, but I'm sure there's other people out there that are thinking like I am. So we go planet, solar system, galaxy, universe. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
And in our universe, do we know how many galaxies there are?
The number is so big that we don't even have the computer technology to calculate it properly yet. They're waiting. They're basically waiting the next decade until we start developing quantum processing. You guys know about that, right? Quantum processing.
I did not.
Everything we're doing right now, including you guys out there watching and listening to this, is we're using digital. We're using digital microphones. We're using digital cameras. We're using the internet to send everything digitally wherever we need to. It's all using electric. Okay, so quantum computing is already developed. They already have these computers, right? And I think I can get a picture of it for you guys. By the way, this is how they figured this out, by the way. Give me 1 second. I got a great picture to show you guys. You guys are gonna shit when you see this thing. It's nuts, man. But they figured this out because the mathematics it takes to build this thing, to get it to work, is pretty close to the same stuff that they were using to figure out that not only is life kind of rare, but shit, matter's kind of rare. That the universe actually probably wasn't really designed for us. And I just downloaded this picture to show you guys, and
that last statement you made,
Yeah.
that really doesn't shock me in the slightest, because even our own planet really isn't designed for us. Like, what is it, a third that we're even able to step foot on,
Yeah.
and a less than a third that's habitable?
Yeah. I mean, it's nuts. And I'm trying to find this. I don't know what happened here. My
Like,
computer's all screwed up right now. So
if we gave it half a chance, our planet would destroy us.
oh
It
yeah.
it would eradicate us in a heartbeat.
What is this? Okay. You know what? I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just share my screen for you guys. Because I can't like I said, my entire computer is literally just screwed up. So check this out, okay? let me click on one, make it bigger here.
That is
That's a pretty good
sci-fi
view.
shit right there.
Okay, yeah, this is at IBM right now. And you see all this stuff, guys? Like all these things right here?
Yeah.
This is not the computer. This is the cooling system.
I was about to say it looks like a cooling system.
Inside that chamber right there. Can you see my mouse?
No.
No.
Okay.
You got to share a screen for us to see your mouse.
Oh crap. Okay. Well, you see where the cable's all kind of terminated in the center there?
Yeah.
Okay. See the little square inside those?
Yeah.
Okay. Inside that square is a chamber, and inside that chamber is the actual computer. And it is so much more powerful than anything on Earth right now. So that, as it says, like it just says, that's cold. Yeah. All of this is to keep it cold. And the reason it's cold is because you cannot have vibration screwing up the atoms. This computer is made from atoms. Can you wrap your mind around that for a second?
It's a brain.
It is literally a brain.
That's what I was just about to say. Because it even goes to shows, like, everybody says the most, like, sophisticated computer out there is the human mind.
Yeah.
But then that's like one step from actual AI.
I'm due for an update.
AI is actually way off.
How
artificial intelligence is not where I know that there's a lot of fears about artificial intelligence out there, but from everything I've been gathering, it's really not even close. And the reason is because we are directly in control of how fast computers evolve. Right?
Okay.
So we build a computer. Say right now you were like, I'm going to build AI. Would you design it to replace you?
No.
Yeah, none of us would. Right? So we would put things in there, like, hey, here's a chip. Don't do bad things that we don't like. Okay. As soon as you do that, it's not AI anymore.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, what I was saying, like, since quantum computers, like, that would be, it's like a brain. So in a way, it would act like almost like a brain, but you would have, I guess, inhibitors to keep it from doing anything that it's not supposed to be doing.
That's the thing is, though, you cannot put inhibitors, because an AI has to learn behavioral. It has to be in check from something else.
I get that part, but I was just saying, it's like, that's, if we didn't, that's where it would head. The
idea is that AI right now, there's no artificial intelligence right now that's equal to, say, the intelligence of a cricket. Do you kind of see where I'm at here?
Okay. Yeah.
There's nothing out there right now. Even like like you hear about Chat GPT and like these AI art and AI music softwares or shit. It's not actually an AI at all.
Yeah.
It's a program that crawls and takes things. It basically poaches material to string it together in a thread.
Right.
That's all it does. It's
It
not an
can't.
actual AI.
It can't
Yeah.
create.
Yeah.
It has to borrow. So
Yeah.
like we're a ways off from like if when AI develops its own language,
Yeah.
that's when we're in trouble.
Yeah. If they could design, say, a tiny little robot ant and give it the intelligence of an ant and then put it into an ant colony, and if it can blend in, now we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Because you have to go from an ant to a spider, from a spider to a frog or a mouse to a cat
Wait,
to a
what?
dog to a
What's after?
monkey.
What's after an ant?
Oh, the spider. Spider. All right. So you have to go from all of this stuff all the way up to primate, right? And so far on the planet, the only things that think, the only two creatures on the planet that are self-aware, and I'm being very, very generous with this, is us and primates. We're the only two because,
Mhm.
like primates at the zoo, they know when feeding is, they know when the schedule is, they get used to routines. An animal can be trained, but it never understands what is actually what's the point of the training. Primates actually get a fundamental understanding of why it's happening. That's why they can teach them sign language and such. And some chimps and gorillas have actually been able to express themselves with that sign language and give their own viewpoints on things, at random. I'm just saying that we are like 20 years from getting to like a cricket in intelligence, but quantum processing is not really it'll help, but it's not really for that. Quantum processing is going to allow us to compute things that are way beyond our scale right now. And since it's basically like it's an atomic computer, it's these are computers that'll be microscopic and yet able to process, right? Downside, and there's always a downside, is that quantum computers will be able to crack any code at any time. You won't be able to you won't be able to turn on your like safe browser and like hide from it. It'll be impossible. I even heard because there's IBM working on it. There's like what IBM has got that one that I just showed you guys. China has one that's like, dude, they don't even theirs doesn't even use anything. It's all light. Like, can you imagine that? It's literally photons. It's like it's brilliant, right? And the two are not exclusive to each other. Like as of right now in their development, the two are not compatible, but they're both quantum computers that do the same job.
Well, I mean,
It's
they're,
fucking amazing.
they're computers. So are we surprised that they're not compatible?
Yeah.
That would make
But
too much sense to make them compatible.
when I was like researching this stuff, and I saved all kinds of tabs and all this, and I kept going back because I'm like, dude, I don't understand how this works, And they were talking about the natural progression of these computers and how it will go in like atomic or quantum computers are the next step. That'll be within the next decade, right? General application, like for everyday use, probably within the next 12 to 15 years. One thing though is that's mind blowing is the next step. Where do you go from there? Right? You get an atomic computer or system, right? Like nanobots, you always hear about that. Like they're like, oh, we can put nanobots in and they'll, it'll fucking do all this shit. Dude, nanobots in reality are quantum computers. They're not just a swarm of like, we'll do anything. Each and every one of them would be a computer. So if like you had like a rare disease and they figured out a way to put quantum, computers into you to go in and figure it out and solve it, dude, they'll be injecting like trillions of dollars into you and probably be following you around for days to get them back too. You know what I mean?
Right.
The next logical step from this is literally like 200, 300 years away. And the only thing smaller than an atom is a nucleus. Right? So the next step after that would be nuclear computers. And nuclear computers are literally going to be what changes our species from what we are right now to our fullest potential later.
God, I can't wait for that. I'm going to MySpace the shit out of everything.
Yeah. We're probably not going to be around for that one, man.
I
hate
know.
to say it. It sucks because I would love to see it, but nuclear computers are going to be, they're going to be able to process at extreme distances in real time. All right. Now, I have a big thing about this that I want to bring you guys to, and I'm talking to all you guys, everybody listening and all that, but a nuclear computer, in theory, with the right type of technology and communications, and if you start using photonic communication, well, there you go, right? You can shoot messages pretty goddamn quick wherever you want at the speed of light, right? So if you have a machine that can interpret signals from photons and in a nuclear computer that knows where to look, don't even have to be aimed at it. All it has to do is listen for the sound of the photons coming through, and then it just downloads it and deciphers it. So it has the command, no matter the distance. You should be able to, in theory, step into almost a VR, but we're talking nuclear computers, right? So it would almost be an augmented reality to the absolute fullest sense of the word, right? And this VR would recreate every single atom of what you're interacting with through this nuclear computer. So if you put this mask on and this suit on or whatever, and you pulled it down and you're in this world, you are actually in that world. You can pick things up, you can smell them, and it's going to transfer that data through this nuclear computer all the way back to wherever you are. You can visit other worlds in real time. Sounds like something an advanced civilization would have, doesn't it? And we are so far away from doing this shit, it is insane.
So what you're telling me is like when that is like something like that is like invented like years down the road, we could actually basically simulate walking on the surface of the sun.
Yeah,
in a way.
in a sense, it
What
would be
is-
the fullest meaning of the word. You put this suit on, you tap into this nuclear fucking computer that's controlling all of it.
Uh-huh.
It is literally recreating every atom at every moment that you interact with in real time. And that is crazy because right now with digital computers, even right now, what you're watching isn't us. Right now, you're watching a recording of us that is being processed through electrons.
Very slowly, apparently.
Yeah.
According to last upload.
Right. Yeah. But you're not even getting this in real time. You're getting this a day before or a day later, whatever.
Well, even if we do a live stream, it's not live.
Yeah.
There's a delay. There's a big delay. Like even like the feed.
Yeah.
The last time we did a live stream, like you were getting stuff in your the chat. Like
Yeah.
Seconds, like 15, 20 seconds before I'd see them.
Right. Now I challenge you guys. Lean in close to your screen, whatever you're watching this on. Lean in real close and smell Josh's beard. Just put your nose in it and smell it. You smell that musk? No, you can't, because your device you're using cannot reproduce any of it. All you can get is a video and audio. Imagine though, if we were all on nuclear computers. Guys, good? Everybody good?
Yeah.
You get on a nuclear computer and you lean in, and not only can you smell Josh's beard, but you can feel it touching your nose, and he's just kind of doing this to your face while you're doing it, and it's actually him. See? Wouldn't that be nice? Subscribers go through the roof.
I'm not banking on that one. But
I thought you were going to be like, I'm not comfortable with this, guys.
right.
So
Right.
would you like be perfect? What I want to know is like, would you have this device in your house, or is this something that you would be able to just? There could just be one, and you just connect to it.
It'd be your holodeck.
Yeah, a lot of people don't think that it'll be like a cell phone anymore. A lot of the scientists that are working on this, they think it'll either be a contact lens or some kind of like device that you clip onto your ear.
And then porn.
And then he watched porn.
I hate to say it, but like no matter how you feel about it, it always ends up like technology always ends up like
We
that.
have said this before on the show that porn is either the test base or the perpetrator of technology. I know that I don't know if I've said this one on the show or not. Think about cell phones.
Yeah.
All right. So cell phones back in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s. You can get porn on the phones.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
That was the whole goal. Everybody thinks it was for faster communication. No, it's just we were trying to download more porn.
You don't need a bigger screen for faster communication.
Yeah. I'm just saying it is incredible what they're striving towards, you know.
So like I'm just trying to like wrap my like head around all this, like, cause it like something that's a thing that you clip in your ear or a context lens. Like I get wireless to an extent.
Yeah.
But if you don't have like, dude, you need like to even play certain games, you need like this massive graphics card and all like you need the right CPU. You need to make sure it's cooled. How the heck are they just gonna like you just have this little device clipped in your ear and be able to have that power of like what a good computer today just in your ear?
It's kind of, I mean, it's kind of the age old thing, you know, like if a caveman cut his hand on a piece of flint, how long did it take him to put it together that he could use that same flint to make something useful? You know, did he just sit there and stare at his like, ow, and a stupid flint? Probably a lot of them did that. So, like you're saying, is how do they get it down to where you can use it like that, right? Okay, so okay, I'm sorry, but either Josh froze or he is so still right now, it's ridiculous. And you're muted.
Oh, yeah, we lost him.
We lost Josh. He was so still. He was like,
yeah.
So we lost Josh.
We lost Josh.
They have like what, 4 of these quantum computers now?
Yeah.
The most powerful computers on Earth. You can use them to figure it out. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So it's literally like, hey, we need to figure this out. Let's use the computer to do it.
That's what I'm like. I have a hard time like why I said AI. If you have a computer to help you, like there's a difference. Like when it's a tool, like a calculator can help you do any fucking thing. Like if it requires math and adding, subtracting, multiply, whatever.
Right.
Like, but there needs to be an operator somebody to actually use the thing. How can something when like actually have a thought process to tell you, "Oh, do this, you'll get this end result," or try this. Like
Right.
if it's giving suggestions and stuff, it's actually giving a like kind of a thought. Like I guess it's being rational. It's having problem solving. That's one big thing in intelligence is problem solving.
Yeah.
And if a computer can do that, if it can problem solve, that's what I feel is AI. I understand if you put inhibitors on it, that's
Yeah.
not AI, but still, if it's problem solving, I still consider it AI
Yeah.
because it's having a thought and it's giving you like theories or whatever you maybe.
Right. See, in this instance, it's still a computer that's being
Mhm.
fed a problem, and it'll be working out multiple solutions, but it's working out multiple solutions based on what it's been fed, what information it's been given. You know,
So and
an
it's not.
AI would be an AI would have started working on it on its own with nobody
Okay.
to ask it.
No
It
one to
would have
ask.
gathered all of
Okay,
it.
I get where you're going with that.
Yeah.
But another thing too is like we we s- we still think when we talk about AI. Oh, did we get him back?
I think we got Josh back.
Get him back.
He's oh,
I got.
I saw
Oh,
him for a second. Nope.
oh no,
There he goes.
I gotta flip. I gotta put a spec.
There he is. He's back.
He's back. Can you say something?
Yeah, hi.
Oh,
There you
okay.
are. Okay.
I
Okay.
didn't hear. Here. Okay.
That was fun.
Everything's okay, guys.
Woo!
Dude, I was talking, Josh, and you were like, and I'm sitting there talking, and I kept like glancing over at you, and I'm like, okay, either he is so still or we lost him, and you just were like, gone.
Dude, I'm sitting here and all of a sudden Tyler went poof, and then you went poof, and I'm like, why am I the only one here?
You're like, all right, well,
Right.
That was a good one.
the AI took him out, guys. I guess.
Yeah. I went ahead and fixed my tagline at the bottom too while I was
But-
there.
Not abducted.
But what I was saying is that we keep thinking that AI is off the bat going to be the super intelligent
Right.
thing, I guess you would say. Like I can't even call it a creature or something.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like how remember the movie Chappie?
Chappie.
Yeah, Chappie.
Yeah.
That when he made he actually solved AI, like he made AI and he did it. He put it in this thing. They literally had to teach it to kind of like get in his. It actually was higher. Like it was very like it was able to learn faster. Like I can see that happening, but the one thing I would be worried about is like it contemplating itself.
That's
Like what?
AI though. That right there is what you're looking for. It's not like, oh, this thing came to life and it started learning everything fast. That's
Yeah.
not it. What you're looking for is something that's artificial that actually questions what's going to happen tomorrow,
Yeah.
because that's what we do. Whether we like to think it or not, we question. We question everything, and we wonder why we're questioning it. And that is what you're looking for. You're looking for something that's going to question why it's even questioning
Yeah.
anything. You know,
But then I'd get a little like I'd get worried for AI if it starts to show some type of emotion. Like say it was with somebody for so long, it was teaching it things,
yeah,
and say that person passed away, or it basically the person
yeah.
left and did other things, and it actually showed anger.
See that
And
these I love this, because these are all of the things that are actually problems in regards to how people look at AI. These questions, like like your scenario, you said it's kind of like developing. It has someone looking after it. Say they die, okay. Someone would have had to program emotions into it. because we are assuming that emotions are intelligence. Emotions are not intelligence. Okay, when we think of something, you think about something. I can't think about my old dog without just my heart starting to break all over again. That thought isn't here. The endorphins are the hormones and stuff that gets released in your system. Those affect emotions, and you know what I mean. When you take a bite out of a freaking amazing cheeseburger, it's not just sustenance. It gives you this rush of dopamine, so it reinforces this is fucking good. And AI isn't going to have any of those. So if someone dies, it's going to ask someone else, why did they die? Nobody's going to have a good answer for it. It's not going to have an emotional base to drive it. That has to be developed and programmed. You know?
I was just like, but if it, I guess I'm very ignorant on this topic, but what I'm thinking is that it would, if it's true AI, it should develop that on its own, like something that's.
Maybe
I feel like it should develop its own emotions on its own.
if it
No,
feels it, if it feels it's logical. That's
I
but
think
that's the thing. I'm like, okay, I get the logical part, because but we're going off of it as a computer or just artificial intelligence in general. We're going
Yeah.
off of logic, like we
It's
feel like
it's
it's just going to be
brain.
cut and dry. But if it is literally developing itself as it goes,
Yeah.
and it creates this is something that's technically, in its sense, alive.
right.
And our word alive. I feel like eventually, without any kind of help from outside help, it would develop its own way of dealing with things,
Yeah.
its own type of emotions. Maybe not close to what we are, because we are flesh and blood.
Yeah.
This is technically just a computer, like in a way, a computer. So
Yeah. See,
it might have its own way of dealing with things.
I think that if it was like Josh said, if it was looking at things logically, and in all honesty, I think that in the end it might just be like, dude, emotions have gotten these guys nowhere.
That's exactly what my point was going to be. Is it's going to be wasted computation,
Yeah.
and it's not going to feel that it
But
makes sense to use the energy to compute emotions.
yeah. I do think that there will be one driving question that it does end up on, though. Why am I here?
I still feel like I'm not getting where getting my side of it off of. I understand, yeah, it would. I feel like, yeah, it could go down that road where it says,
Yeah.
okay, motions got this species nowhere.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna use a quote: "Life will find a way."
Yeah.
I feel like it just happens. No one just wants to be sad. No one wants to be happy.
Yeah.
It just happens, and I feel like that, things that will just happen. It's not gonna think of it logically. It's wondering why it's feeling that.
Well,
Yeah. See,
I think
is
that's not probable. And the reason why I think it's not probable is because emotions are chemicals. So unless the computer is producing its own chemicals to create reactionary events,
yeah.
there's no need for emotions to
Yeah. Because
even be something.
if you take a person that's had a frontal lobotomy, emotion's gone.
Yeah.
They no longer go through life with any emotional attachment driving any decision they make. At that point in time, from that point forward, they drink water and they eat food simply because it must be done. It's a little part of the front of your lobe here, and that's it. And what I'm saying is that an AI would be, let's say that they build it out of quantum computers, right? and they're like, hey, here we have this brain. It is just a brain. It's operating on an atomic level, so it's firing synapses just like us. The only difference is that it's firing them so much faster than we can that it would have infinite time to decide on these things. It won't even experience time the same way as us. Do you get what I mean? Unless it wants to. It would actually have to force itself to slow down to our level to even have a conversation with us. So also too is that we're assuming that AIs are going to be intelligent. That I mean, we're assuming AIs are going to be highly intelligent. We have to take in regards that there could be the first AI could be a dunce. It could be an
Oh God,
absolute
how beautiful would that be?
That's kind of like what I was getting off of the whole thing of Cheppy or whatever, because it acted like a child. It basically acted like a fully grown child.
Yeah, but
Like
they took a
it
lot
did.
of, for a movie, they took a lot of liberties. Like the emotional side is just so unlikely.
I get that part, but
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying is like, could that be a thing?
yeah.
I understand where you guys are coming from on the whole. It's gonna go through that. It's gonna think way faster than us, or
It's not just that though. Like what I'm getting at is that it's not going to develop like a human being because it's not. It's going to develop like whatever it is.
Yeah, it'll be an entirely different
It's a
species.
yeah, it's a species at that point. Like it's
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's not bound to develop like us. It might imitate us, but I
Yeah.
have a feeling that eventually it'll just be whatever it's going to be.
Yeah,
What
I mean,
they call it, Homo Siberius.
that's pretty awesome for a name.
You know what I mean? Like
there's a
next
lot
page.
of creatures that are on planet Earth that they have no emotion, that feel no. You could like, there's no empathy, no
Yeah.
apathy. It's just think of an earthworm.
Right. Oh
know?
man, I can only imagine what an earthworm goes through.
Dirt.
Just dirt.
but okay, you're going off of that like an animal, like in a sense, like just
Yeah.
like just because like yeah, you can see that dogs show emotion, so like, but I just feel like if anything can basically talk, like literally have a conversation with somebody,
Yeah.
I feel like it would. I feel like I feel like it would start to mimic how we feel and how we look on life, and I feel just like how a child. And I know I'm still basing it off of humans,
Yeah.
but if it's watching from the outside
Yeah.
in, seeing everything go front of it,
Right.
I feel like it would start to figure out. It would start to mimic us, maybe in a sense of
Mimicry
like
is.
show.
I mean that's a possibility. I think is that it would start to mimic us because it's learning from us.
Yeah,
But it's
but
kind
how
of.
creepy is that?
I still kind of go off of like if it's mimicking,
Mhm.
it's not actually feeling it.
Right.
Yeah,
It's mimicking to learn or to try to understand.
I feel like I was just getting at that. Would it evolve in our image technically, because it's seen like because it has no basis of what it is,
Right.
so it's just going to grow like us
I mean, my
in a way.
personal opinion is that if an AI develops itself, it learns from watching us, it understands as it goes along that I am not them. I am something different. I'm something new. Then to me, I would call that success. That's successful AI because I mean, let's be honest. Like, are we trying to build an artificial intelligence, or are we trying to just build a really cool robot butler? Like, being realistic. Like, take sci-fi movies and everything, and just throw them out for a second. Take Marvel and the Iron Mans and throw them out, and let's just be real. Like, do we want to create an intelligence that's never been around before, and give it life, and help it start its existence? Or do we just want fucking servants? Because You know what I mean? It won't work.
I personally think what we should do if we ever get to that point where we make progress on AI, something that's actually concrete that could potentially learn from itself, and
Yeah.
I think what we should do is just send it off, send it in outer space,
I
let it
I
go
agree with
explore,
that actually.
kind of like have a time capsule of who we were,
Yeah.
and just let it just
That would be the
run the.
greatest gift that we could give it, in all honesty, is here's life. Here's everything you need to know to reproduce yourself. Here's more of you. Here's 100 of you. Here's a ship. Here's everything you need to get started. We're giving you the universe. We can't make it. We cannot make it, but you can. You can survive where we could fail. So go. You know what I mean? There are other worlds than these. Go for it. Enjoy the universe. It's our gift to you. We give this to you. And I think that would stop us from being annihilated by them later on. Huh? See this?
Maybe. Maybe.
We gave you the universe, man. We're happy for you. And as soon as they're gone, we're like, we're fucking not doing that shit again.
So this is the equivalent of being nice to the quiet kid in school, isn't it? I'm not ending up on that list. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Nope.
Dude, I'm saying, like,
Here's a pencil.
stronger, faster, can outthink us, can out-strategize us.
Yeah.
Knows our entire history and all of our information. I mean, think about, dude, another species on the planet that is so far more advanced than you that if you're sitting in your house and you're like, I fucking hate robots, and literally they could fucking dial you like in that moment on your cell phone and be like, the fuck did you just say? And they're outside already. They just turned your toaster against you. It's about to kick your ass. You know what I mean? Like, this is an enemy that we don't want. And I feel like if we let it develop, it has to develop free. That's like a key thing, in my opinion. And I know that's rolling the dice because, yeah, it could totally download the wrong thing from the internet, get malware, and just be like, I'm fucking destroying the earth. As soon as I get out of here.
It just got rickrolled.
But hell, man, we don't even know. I mean, look at the world in the way it is right now, dude. We don't even know if there's a serial killer living in our neighborhood or not. You know what I mean? This is the world. We can't cage it. If you cage it, you know what I mean? It's Fenrir, dude. It's literally Fenrir. If you bind it, you're making an enemy. If you let it free and trust it, establish a friendship, you know? It's an AI. It's like superior intelligence. Learn from it. Ask it questions like, "Hey, man, do you think I should quit smoking?" It's probably gonna be like, "Yeah, yeah, stop. What are you doing, fucking idiot? Stop smoking." You know what I mean? Should I quit drinking? Don't answer. Just don't answer. We're friends now. I don't want to hear it. You know? Or,
Open up a beer and pour it on it. Like,
yeah. I mean,
I
this is like a technology jump, like three to 400 years ahead of us right now. Like, we have no idea what they'll be capable of. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry that I brought the AI thing up. I know you were talking about quantum.
I'm into it. It's awesome.
Quantum computers and stuff. Like, it had nothing to do with it at all.
Yeah.
The way you were explaining the quantum computers, I was like, oh man, that's the step. Like, it seems like the step in.
Well,
to
in a way, though, it is kind of related because remember earlier I said that you'll be able to land a craft on a distant, planet and put on a helmet and suit, and you can actually step out of that ship and feel the temperature if you want to. You can feel the wind if there is any. You could smell the atmosphere if you want to.
You could abduct people.
But when you step back out of it, somebody's got to take care of that avatar. So you never know. In 300-400 years from now, somebody, the United States of Canada might say, "Hey, we got a call from one of our probes out there. It's Jerry, the AI. Oh, yeah, put Jerry on it." He's like, "Hey guys, do you want to step over here for a second? I think I found a planet that might be good." "Yeah, Jerry, give me a second, And you step in, and you're with Jerry now. and your
Dude.
friends.
Okay, so all I can picture is those videos on the internet you see of people using virtual reality and like slamming into TVs and tripping over shit and walking into walls and falling down. Is these avatars just randomly like tripping over their own ass and shit, fuck, you know, and
Yeah.
that's all I can picture is these avatars just losing their shit because they're in
I
our
think-
world,
Yeah.
stumbling
think
over everything.
It may even be one of those things where, hey, this planet is too rough to walk bipedal. So we're gonna use this other drone it's quadruped. It's never gonna get tired. You know what I mean? It's gonna be able to navigate better. We might even develop a way for it to climb and secure itself better. Or it's a gas giant and we want to fly through it.
Dude, you get into like a weird territory with like all kinds of rocks and big cliffs and stuff, and your avatar is a giant spider. You could go anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere. You could be in Tyler's house right now.
Under his bed.
Under his bed, his pillow.
Oh no.
We lost him.
This happened once
dude,
already.
It got him. Oh, he's back. He's okay. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, yeah. I think that's fair. But
That's warranted.
Imagine that they develop a material, from using these computers that can withstand a gas giant. And for the first time ever, a human could put on this helmet and experience the gas giant inside of it with flight. And fly through this and analyze and get stuff that you just cannot get from a telescope, It's an amazing idea, and I think they have, they got a long way to go. I mean, we only have like 3 or 4 of these machines right now, but I feel like it's the next big step. What the hell is that? Oh, that's our other YouTubes. Can you see it?
I did for a second. It had me for a second. I was like, what was that?
What? Cool. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I could go on about this for hours, and I unfortunately don't have hours to edit this and get it out to you guys tomorrow if we don't end it soon. We're not rich yet.
He said
Unfortunately.
edit.
Yeah. I do have to edit a bit of this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some conversational pieces that you guys aren't going to want. I promise.
Yeah, like the first 17 minutes.
Yeah.
Everything else you're good with.
That's got to go. Yeah.
Some of it.
Yeah.
Some of it should be shorts.
All right. Yeah. So can we show those links again before we get out of here? Go subscribe to those. Like and share and subscribe, all that stuff. Get us on there. We need to grow these a little bit. We appreciate it. We love you.
I didn't even know we had numbers on the back of the band YouTube.
Do we?
Hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. I don't know why it does that.
That's weird.
That is weird. Why do that? How many Rector bands are there? You know what I mean?
I think we're the only Rector band, but if you search Rector, you get a whole lot of this other guy that I'm not into his music.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys got anything else?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm just going to go stock up on wine and lollipops, apparently.
I'm gonna go look at this this pet dog that's for sale down the street. Kind of big. It's weird, but might be a bear. I don't know. All right, you guys out there, take care of each other. Yeah. I don't know. You can do whatever you want. Just take care of each other. Yeah. Say hi to your grandma for me.
See you guys.
I think the more tired I get, the dumber I get. It makes sense. Really
I think I'm actually going to watch this one just so I can watch him disappear.
It was pretty funny. They're like, I was sitting there talking to Tyler, and I'm like looking over at you, like, he's so still.
What was I doing?
You were literally okay. You were like, yeah, like that. Yeah.
Yep.
And it was like